Uh-oh, we're getting a talking to you. How you doing?
Should I help you or something?
No, I'm just getting some footage here.
Doing what?
Getting some footage.
Oh, okay.
That was neat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Around. Good afternoon.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good.
Is there something wrong?
You were on their wall.
Excuse me?
All right, guys, here's how fast a normal day turns suspicious. Not because of a crime, but because of a camera. A simple question turns into awkward silence, and suddenly everyone's watching. The lens is pointed, and nerves instantly start shaking. No yelling yet, no chaos yet, just discomfort simmering under the surface. Someone approaches politely, pretending it's casual, pretending it's normal. But the energy is off, and you can feel it immediately. This isn't curiosity, it's concern. The camera isn't threatening anyone, yet somehow it's already being treated like one.
Is it true you were on their wall?
On their wall?
Yeah, they claim that you were on top of their wall.
But that is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
I've been on this sidewalk the entire time.
Well, did they have video cameras here too?
I don't know.
Well, we'll double check.
I was not on there. I was never off the sidewalk. Straight down there, straight down here. And if they
Well,
tell
that's
you
what we were called for. We're trying to figure it out.
Okay, so if I can prove that I wasn't, are you gonna cite them for calling in a false report?
Well, I have to hear both sides. I've always only talked to you so far.
Okay.
So what seems to be going on?
Nothing. I'm doing a little story on the water plant. I'm just getting some footage of some vehicles moving in and out.
Oh, okay.
I'm not causing any trouble.
You're like a reporter or something?
I'm with the press. Yes.
Oh, which one?
I'm with Arizona United News.
Never heard of it.
Well, we're an online service.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have any ID with you at all? So
have I committed a crime?
Well, I'm investigating a crime.
I understand that, but
you want me to hear your side of the story, right?
I already told you. I've been on the sidewalk the entire time. What?
So how can I take your report of false reporting if you don't even identify yourself?
Well, do you suspect me of committing a crime? I'm just asking you.
Well, at this stage, I don't have a crime yet.
Okay,
but
then I don't have an obligation to provide you an ID.
Well, there is a statute that says you're required to provide identification.
Yeah, you know what it is?
Statute? Yes.
You know what it is? 13-2412.
Yes.
And it says that
after I tell you that you're supposed to give me your identification.
If I have not, if I'm not, am I being detained? Am I being detained?
You're being detained until we find out if there's truth or facts to the case. That
reasonable, articulable suspicion.
Now listen carefully, because this is where things twist. A claim appears out of thin air. Allegations of climbing a wall, crossing a line, doing something that never happened. The filmmaker stays calm, grounded, clear about one thing. He never left the public sidewalk. But facts don't matter when fear makes the call. Officers arrive not knowing what's real yet, only knowing someone complained. The accusation hangs in the air, unproven but powerful enough to detain. This is how quickly a lie gains authority once it's spoken out loud. And once police are involved, the burden quietly shifts to the innocent.
Of a crime, can you say that you're detaining me by?
They're reporting you trespassing on their wall.
So you're going to take their word for it?
I'm investigating it, so you're not free to leave while I investigate it.
Go investigate.
Is that fair?
That's fair, but
okay.
But
I want to hang out with you. There's another officer over here. I can't talk with you both at once.
Well, you can go talk to them. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
Where am I going to get?
I don't know. How did you get here?
I didn't say.
Okay.
What's your name and badge number, sir?
My name's Officer Palmer.
Palmer?
The Mesa Police Department. My badge is 10326.
Thank you very much for being professional. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm doing my job. I get called out to a call. I got to check it out.
And I'm doing mine. And I'm doing nothing wrong, and I'm on a public sidewalk, and I have every right to film anything I can see in public. You look as though you're going to challenge that. No? Okay.
Why would I challenge that?
I don't know. You just had that pensive look of, I've got to come back to that. So I just wanted
I have to hear both sides of the story. Wouldn't you agree with that?
to. Sure, you can.
So they're reporting suspicious activity.
Is that a crime?
Suspicious activity is something we need to check out.
Is it a crime?
It could be a crime.
A misdemeanor or felony?
It could be both.
Which one is that? What is the ARS for suspicious activity? I'm dying to hear that because I'm not familiar with it.
Well, you're just playing games.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
No, I'm not.
are.
I'm trying to. You know what? I want nobody. I want nobody to bother me. I'm just getting some footage for my story.
Okay. This is a secure facility, and they're reporting that you were on their wall.
Well, they're lying.
All right, guys, this is where rights collide with confusion. The filmer explains calmly. He's working on a story, documenting movement, gathering visuals. No trespassing, no disruption, no crime. Still, the questions tighten, IDs are requested, and the word investigation starts floating around. The sidewalk is public, the activity is legal, yet suspicion grows anyway. Being press suddenly becomes irrelevant without credentials they don't legally require. This isn't about law anymore. It's about discomfort. And when people feel uncomfortable, they start testing limits that don't belong to them.
Well, we'll try to get to the bottom of that.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Ask him.
It's certainly suspicious to them enough to call us.
I'm a reporter, and I'm getting footage for a story. No one came and asked me anything. Okay. I'm on a sidewalk.
This doesn't even have a name on this. It could be anything. You could make that up.
Sure, I could. Sure. And I don't need press credentials to say I'm a member of the civilian press.
But with all the horrible things that are in the news nationwide.
What do I got? What am I going to do with the camera?
Doing recon for bad guys.
Recon, right in the middle of the day. I'm going to come do recon. And what do you think I can see that I can't spot on Google Earth?
A lot of things.
Really? Tell me. I'm curious, sir. What do you think?
You're a lot closer than Google Earth.
I'm a lot closer than Google Earth. Yep. I can't see past that wall. I can't see it. Hold on. I want to get these guys up on the wall.
And license plates.
Is that a crime? Is that a crime? Okay.
It's certainly suspicious.
Okay. And suspicion is not in the ARS statute. So I challenge you to find it.
People can report suspicious activity.
They sure can. And I have given you a reasonable answer as to what I am doing here. I am collecting a story.
I'm still investigating whether we're going to still investigate.
And how are we doing that exactly with you standing here?
I have 2 other officers en route. Well, one of us will talk with you, and one of us not with them.
Okay.
It's pretty reasonable.
Yeah. So you say a secure facility?
Yeah, it looks locked up, secure to me.
Okay.
Notice no trespassing.
So obviously,
all kinds of stuff.
Obviously, there are some cameras somewhere, right?
I don't know. You're saying obviously. Nothing obvious to me.
It's a secure facility. I mean, come on. Let's be realistic here.
Okay. That
you think there aren't cameras? You think there aren't cameras looking at us right now?
Certainly possible.
I would sure go look those up and find out.
Here's where the conversation gets dangerous. The word suspicious is thrown around like it's a charge. But suspicion isn't a statute, and filming isn't a crime. The cameraman challenges the logic respectfully, asking one simple thing: what law was broken? The answer never comes clean. Instead, vague possibilities replace concrete facts. Cameras secure facilities, national headlines, everything except evidence. This is how everyday behavior gets criminalized by imagination. And when law enforcement leans on what if instead of what is, rights start slipping quietly.
Find out whoever said I was on the wall. That's ridiculous.
Why are you so agitated?
I don't like people making false claims. I'm just trying to get some footage, and everybody's coming and harassing me.
So what's the story about? I'm curious.
I can't tell you what the story's about.
You're the press. Why aren't you going to tell the public?
You'll see it when it goes online.
Oh, okay.
I'm grabbing a water there. What's that?
What website do I go to?
I don't want to say right now.
Online? Huh? What's that?
I don't want to say right now.
Okay.
It'd be Arizona United News. You can find it there.
Arizona United News.
Uh-huh.
Is that like a website?
It is. Am I free to go?
No, you're still not.
And I'm being detained for?
You are being detained for investigation of trespassing.
No, I understand, but detainment.
2-1502. Okay. Come on. Trespassing. You're not free to leave because...
I'm trespassing on a public sidewalk.
No, sir.
You just said I was trespassing.
These people are reporting you're trespassing. I'm investigating that.
Okay.
There is a possibility that you're trespassing. Is that possible that you're trespassing?
It's not possible. impossible.
That is not impossible that you were trespassing.
Well, I was in my body for the last hour, and I know where I've been, so it was
These
impossible.
guys are reporting something different from that, and there could be a mix-up between...
It's not a mix-up. They're lying. They trumped up the call because they didn't like me out here filming in front of the building, so they made up a story and said I was on their wall. It's ridiculous.
I love how you interrupted me.
Excuse me?
I love how you interrupted me.
How am I interrupting you?
I was speaking and you interrupted me.
I apologize.
Okay.
Go ahead, speak.
So what I'm saying is what they say...
Now we hit the core tension. The filmer is told he's being detained, but not clearly charged. Trespassing is alleged, yet not proven. Identification is demanded, yet the legal basis remains shaky. The conversation circles endlessly. Investigation without articulation, authority without clarity. The filmer stands firm, knowing the law, refusing to surrender rights just to make things easier. This isn't resistance, this is awareness. And awareness makes situations like this uncomfortable for anyone relying on compliance instead of cause.
And what the dispatcher hears, and what the dispatcher types, and then it comes to another channel and comes to me.
I understand.
You've heard the telephone game, right? So some things that are reported are not 100% accurate.
I totally
or maybe
understand.
They're totally accurate, but we have to verify.
Okay.
So they're reporting, we're verifying. I'm not stepping on anybody's rights.
You're live on the internet now.
It's fine. You're being recorded too.
I don't understand why people would make up stories just because they're uncomfortable. Why? One guy came out and asked me if I needed any help. I said, no, I'm just getting some footage. Okay. So,
well, you seem uncomfortable of identifying yourself.
I don't need to identify myself.
Well, if
you seem very comfortable with walking up to any person and asking to abuse their rights.
I'm not trying to abuse anybody's rights.
Sure you are.
You even know the statute of 13-2412A.
Tell it to me.
It says that if I'm lawfully detained you during a lawful stop,
okay,
you have to provide me your name.
You're exactly right. What is the lawful reason that you have detained me? Lawful.
Investigating
That's not
a call
it's not a lawful reason.
Trespassing.
That's not a lawful reason.
Well, I don't think you understand that then.
Okay.
Because you're not free to leave because I'm talking with you about what they're reporting
Very good.
as trespassing.
I don't have any ID on me.
So that's lawfully
I don't have any ID on me, so don't waste your
time. Do you agree that's a lawful detention?
No, it's not.
Why not?
Investigation is not a lawful detention.
Why do you say that?
Because you have to be able to articulate a reasonable suspicion. What's your RS? What is it?
All right, guys, this is where the balance shifts. The statute meant to enforce compliance gets quoted back word for word. Lawful detention requires reasonable suspicion, not feelings, not assumptions, not third-party discomfort. The officer insists, the filmer counters calmly. No yelling, no aggression, just facts versus interpretation. The more the law is discussed, the weaker the accusation sounds. This is what happens when someone knows their rights better than expected. The pressure changes direction, and suddenly the investigation slows down.
So if we find out that you are trespassing and you fail to identify yourself, you could be charged with a misdemeanor.
Whoop-de-doo. Okay, find that out. Make up something that puts me on that wall. I'm happy to go to jail for that because that is ridiculous.
Okay.
At the same time, I'd like to know who here reported me by saying that.
I can work on that. I can find that out.
Where
it could be in the police report for you. Okay.
Okay. I want to know why people think I'm breaking the law right now. What is everybody worried about a camera?
A person does not have to break the law for them to call the police on something.
I understand that.
Well,
I understand that.
Do you want to talk with the RP?
Yeah.
Find out for sure if he's on the wall. He claims he's been here for an hour and a half and hasn't been on the wall.
It's a secure facility. They got to have cameras all over.
So he's claiming he's never been past this public sidewalk.
Okay.
And he's trying to live video footage, which I don't know, not intimidated by it.
Gotcha. So
if you can find out if there is security video where he is on their property, I explained to him he's failing to identify himself so far, and he doesn't think he's being lawfully detained, but he's not free to leave because we're investigating this allegation of trespassing.
Okay, I'll go talk
I think that's pretty fair.
Excellent. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, I hope we can find some
suspicious activity is not a crime.
Yeah, but trespassing is.
I'm not trespassing.
But the allegations
I'm not trespassing.
were on the fence.
I understand that.
That's what they're
well, if they're a high-powered secure facility, they can easily prove that.
The statute. You agreed that this is a lawful detention because
I didn't.
we're investigating a crime.
Now, things start falling apart. Officers acknowledge miscommunication, telephone game reporting, and assumptions layered on assumptions. The secure facility? It has cameras that can easily disprove the claim. The idea of trespassing starts to crumble under its own weight. No footage, no proof, no violation. The filmer remains exactly where he's always been, on public ground, doing lawful work. The energy shifts from confrontation to correction. What once sounded serious now sounds like a misunderstanding that went too far.
They're alleging a crime, so we're investigating.
Okay, very good.
So under 13-2412A, you're required, therefore, to
You know what?
supply your name.
I'm going to disagree, and I'm going to stand here and consider a consensual conversation right here, okay?
That's fine if you want to consider whatever you want. Would you please give me your first name?
No, sir.
Would you please give me your last name?
No, sir.
Would you please give me your date of birth?
No, sir. If I've committed a crime and legally detained...
If you're lawfully detained, you are committing a crime by not identifying yourself. So that is a crime. It's class 2 misdemeanor, 13-2412A.
Yes, that's...
And you even quoted me that statute, so you know that statute very well.
I do know that statute. And when you detain me lawfully, then I will gladly give my full name. I understand that.
You're not free to leave, so you are being detained.
But not lawfully.
How is it not lawful?
I haven't committed a crime. You have no RAS. None at all. Them saying something is not reasonable, articulable suspicion and should not be in your eyes. You should have made that determination right away, right? You did a threat assessment right away, right? I can't do that?
All right.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Here's the deal. You're not in any trouble. You are on the sidewalk. You're allowed to record. All I ask is if I didn't say you did prior, just don't step on their property. Don't block their driveway. And if people come to the sidewalk, I don't know, it's kind of hot outside. I don't know if they're going to be walking. Just kind of step to the side and go.
Gone them. I am 58 years old.
Yes,
I know how to get out of the way of traffic. I know not to block a sidewalk. And traffic needs to yield to pedestrians.
Sounds good. And any questions at all?
Yeah, I want to know why it is they can call in a police report and say I was on their property when I wasn't.
I think it was miscommunication.
They can call all day.
Miscommunication.
They can call all day.
I think it was they saw you right by where that traffic pylon it is.
Yeah.
So they just thought that you were on the other side of the property. That's what it was.
And we confirmed that you weren't.
Yeah. So that's why we're all done.
All right.
Have a good day.
All right, folks.
And just like that, it ends not with charges, but with clarity. The detention dissolves, the accusation disappears, and the rights are acknowledged. No apology, just acceptance. The filmmaker is free to continue, as he always was. What remains is the lesson. A camera doesn't break the law, discomfort doesn't create crime, and authority must always answer to facts. This wasn't just an interaction, it was a reminder. Rights only work when people are willing to stand on them. And today they held.